Oh no, we've been muted.
No!
I'm an idiot. Okay.
Take two.
Take two.
Hi.
Hi. Eric and Julie.
Hi.
We're painting minis today. I've got the Eidolon statue from WizKids. This was on the cover of one of the older editions where the rogue is prying the ruby eyes out. And then, surprise, comes to life and eats them.
I'm still painting this. It's a Reaper Gnoll. The end.
All right. Can you hear us out there? Let us know.
Please.
I think we can. Please.
You're welcome for the muting. I thought it was fun.
We're super pro.
It was a prank that I played on Eric intentionally.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I had already started while Eric was getting set up, so I'm just going to keep working on my shield before my brush dries, which it may be too late.
Oh, well, that happens.
Ain't no thing.
So, our topic today.
Oh, yeah?
Inspiration.
Oh.
So, you are a player.
Yes, I am.
Never a DM, except for
No.
one time that we don't talk about.
No, we don't.
How do you like to earn inspiration?
One of my favorite rules that you had when we were in one place.
Thanks, Rivers.
Thank you. When we all played at the table, one of my favorite things was on-time inspiration because it, I got it every week because it was my house, so I never showed up to the table late. Although I did cut it close one time because I was working on something. So I loved on-time inspiration because I always got it and also because it was funny when someone didn't get it.
So, a little to describe what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So, we use a homebrew. Is this working now? Let's see. No, it's not. Okay. We use a special... Oh, no. Oh, we're delayed.
Yeah.
We are using a special version of inspiration. I just did a video on it. That's what today's video was. I've got it on the DM skill, the PDF you can download. So it's tiered inspiration, bronze, silver, and gold inspiration. Bronze inspiration, you can re-roll one of your d20s. Silver inspiration, you can re-roll one of your d20s. Or, with the consent of another player, re-roll their d20. And then gold inspiration, either of those options, or a DM d20 roll.
Yeah, you can force that.
Yeah, which can, as the DM, can be kind of a pain in the butt, but it's a lot of fun.
It's a wonderful thing. The gold inspiration, I think I only ever got one, maybe. And it's, yes, being able to save a colleague, peer, fellow character from getting critted by Eric, who is not a spiteful DM, not a player killer, nothing like that. But he does...
I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
Okay. He does laugh when he gets a crit.
Well, yeah, because it's fun.
For you, Eric never plays against us again, but he also doesn't pull punches necessarily. So when we can stop his crit, it feels a little bit more like a win because he was so excited about it. Versus some of the very nice DMs who I've played with who like, I have a crit. I'm sorry. Is there anything you can do? Which I appreciate very much. It just feels more successful to be like, take that, Eric.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Your system, I mean, you came up with it, so.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Check it out. I've got the video. Tiered inspiration is a great idea. Thank you.
Welcome back, Stephen Harris.
Stephen Harris left a comment on the video this morning.
Oh.
Stephen Harris, actually, so I made a little mistake. When we do the PDFs, I have to upload the video before it goes live, so I have to put it in unlisted view, so that way I can generate the link. And I added it to the playlist, which is, I think, how Stephen Harris saw it super early this morning.
Special preview.
If that's how you saw it, let me know. Otherwise, I'd love to try to figure this out because I felt like a super dork. But thank you. Laughing at the crit is just enjoying the drama. Yes, thank you. Stephen gets it.
That's fine.
Like, I'm not laughing like, haha, you're going to die.
No.
It's just like giddy nervousness. Like, oh no, you're going to die.
Eric does like the high stakes, and especially with the mix of people who we had, any decision felt very scary. So he didn't need to do anything, and it all felt very, very dramatic. So that he added to the drama and ratcheted it up a little bit, which was perfectly normal and, again, kind, acceptable. I wouldn't spend time with Eric if he were a mean person.
Yeah, I'm not mean.
No, but even the smallest amount when you're already at like an 11 out of 10 just going through the game hoping nobody dies, like it feels like a lot. So again, it wasn't mean that he laughed. He didn't make anyone feel excluded. We are all there to have fun and be inclusive. But it was very... It still felt good to be like, no crit. Bam. YouTube includes the watch on YouTube button.
Yeah. I just didn't expect you to go through the DMs Guild. I didn't expect you to have an eyeball on the DMs Guild.
Thanks for being a super fan.
Yeah, thanks. If you have a chance, I'd super love a review on the DMs Guild. Those are hard to get with that newish 24-hour delay. I feel like that's cut back on review volume wildly. I don't know if that was the goal or just to stop people. Because, I mean, I'll be honest. When I would upload stuff in the past, I would do a review on it right away.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to get love from anybody else?
Yeah. I was uploading stuff and noticed that distinctive orange and teal. Thank you. It's working.
Good.
So with the YouTube thumbnails, I did it a little different. So the regular video has teal and orange in different colors in different corners. Oops. Oh yeah, we're way off camera.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still learning. Oh, there we go.
Wow. And the lives are all teal, and then the streams are all orange. So I'm not expecting people to like memorize that, but subtle little tips.
Branding matters.
So I'm afraid of getting paint on you with this close. I think we might need to zoom out again.
I'll forgive you.
I am covering this guy in some contrast, some snakebite leather. I was torn between snakebite leather and Gore-Grunta fur. Gore-Grunta's a little orange, which I like, and I think the Eidolon picture is a little orange actually. But I don't have an Eidolon actually like pre-painted mini, but I figure if I ever get one, it'll be orange. So this guy's a little more brown, so that'll be a little different at the table.
Distinct.
Yeah.
Nice thought.
Very few reviews. I'll need to take a look, Stephen Harris.
Same.
So, has anybody ever used inspiration to do anything cool? I feel like with the basic version where you only get advantage on a roll, there's not so much you can do with it. And like I said in my video, it's just the worst when I'm going to use my one inspiration that I have to gain advantage. Oh, I rolled 2 19s.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's it.
I love the homebrew system that you have, because it is easier to get inspiration. And again, we're players who take it very seriously and have fun, but like, it's a tense game. So being able to like, oh no, you failed that save. Here, take my silver. Like being able to help each other out like that is really helpful. And to save a tense moment, but still feel the mounting pressure of like, oh God, if I don't roll right this time, I'm really going down. Like it doesn't lose any of that drama, I don't think. So I really love having that system. And when we play in person, Eric had little tokens that he would hand out. So we'd have like a stack of physical tokens that made it easier to keep track of, and to have like that physical item in front of you made it really great.
I'll be doing a YouTube short on that in the future.
Indeed.
Kayla, I love the coins.
Hey, Kayla.
I wonder how many coins she has right now. So I got on Amazon these this like leather bag of coins, of like fantasy coins, with bronze, a silver, and a gold-ish type of things. And so we physically hand those out with them at the table. They're easier to remember, easier to use, and there's just, I like the handing it back and forth. There's just something like cashing it in.
Exactly. You feel that weight of it. Like how allegedly when you're budgeting, you're supposed to only use cash because you feel like the weight of it instead of the swipe of the card.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, so totally agree.
Physical props are legit. They are.
Hope to be able to use them again someday.
Yeah. In the meantime, it's nice to be able to just add on our D&D Beyond character sheet, like gold inspiration, increase the quantity, which I've never had more than one at a time. But to have 4 bronze inspiration, and then when you're playing digitally, to just be able to drop that out of your inventory it's just as easy.
Can't stick around prepping Sunday session, but want to stop and say hi. Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Also, I have the DM in my DM with D12. Yeah, so this is another interesting one. D12s you can choose to add to a D20 roll of you or an ally rather than advantage.
Nice.
So even that I like more than just regular advantage.
Getting to add dice, I think, is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I played a rune night where I got to give out D12s to my companions for use on anything. It could be damage to a roll or added to an attack or saving throw or anything like that. But that you could also add the D12 to damage was pretty cool. So having that level of flexibility was really great. I hadn't thought about what that might look like for inspiration. That's cool.
Kayla, does this cup look familiar?
It's a good one. Uses it all the time.
I do. Although I made a terrible mistake of putting it in the dishwasher, and it has scratched up the.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you ever get one of those mugs that has like the color changing temperature heat thingy, and it says don't put it in the dishwasher, don't put it in the dishwasher.
It's good advice.
I like inspiration for allies. Always felt better than using it on myself. Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah, it's
being
such
able to
a
give
cool,
that assist to someone.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Kind of thing is really nice.
And especially with the bronzes were easier to come by. We got one at the start of every session because we were always on time. So the bronze felt a little bit more expendable, but silver was more precious. And so getting to give that to a friend, knowing that it was special, I think that added a lot.
And I always thought it was fun from my side when you would have to decide to use a gold inspiration for something other than against me as DM.
Yeah. Whether it was really worth trading in.
Because you can use them for the below tiers. Mm-hmm. But if nobody has a silver and somebody just failed their third death save, that's worth it for sure.
Definitely.
If only we could get you to 3 death fails. Kayla, yes, the bronzes are so fun to keep slamming.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sometimes throwing at me.
No.
I feel like more than one were actually thrown at me.
Okay. Not across the table, Real Housewives style, but not aggressively put down either.
Yeah. Stephen Harris. My players have and get inspiration ability.
Oh.
The wizard in my current game can spend a point to cast Dispel Magic. Yes.
Nice.
So, a comment. Stephen Harris left a comment on the video as you can use it like a power up.
Oh, cool.
Which I think is awesome.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I think that's absolutely phenomenal. And I would add absolutely as a variant rule. Mm-hmm. The specific examples are better, but just as if you wanted a safety net of it, you can use a bronze to get back a first level spell slot,
sure,
a silver a second, and a gold a third, something like that.
I like that.
Yeah, super cool, mind blowing.
Yeah, that's great.
I felt like a bozo for not thinking of that.
Well,
it's hats off.
Yeah.
No, just slam gently on the screen.
We when we played at home, Eric built a T or a plus shaped whatever thing to hold a TV flat on the screen. So we still had space underneath it for our character sheets and dice if we weren't feeling like rolling on the screen. And then so the TV screen was up kind of at chin level where we could see what was happening. That's where the train was, where our minis were, and everything like that. So just gently slamming them on the edge of the screen was a very dramatic way to do things.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Yeah.
Talking about adding to the drama, which was your whole point that you were trying to do as the DM. We were just trying to follow your lead.
Let me in here real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch this over to try to fix some of the buttons.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Full screen, Julie.
Hello.
Let's see.
I'm touching up some of the paint that I had done before, where I got silver on the bone shards at the edge of this shield. So just a teeny touch up.
Teeny touch up.
It's snowing where we are in North Texas, which is exciting. It snows here about once a year, I would say, and it rarely sticks. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's stopped now.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Well, now it's just wet outside. But we saw an Amazon truck driving by at a quarter of a mile an hour, which I've never seen before. They're not, out of necessity and high quotas, they are not slow, steady, careful drivers. But it was delightful to see.
I'm drinking Earl Grey tea. I've been drinking a lot of tea lately.
Yes, he has.
Popular with captains, Picard, and others. Beautiful angel goddess.
Yes. Thank you.
We're talking about my tea, right?
No.
Oh.
I always know who Kayla's talking about.
Yeah.
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 I'm lucky in that way.
All right, here's my plug of the stream. If you want to help support the channel, I got a couple options. Make sure you've liked and subscribed and hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications. That way you always know when we go live or if I post a new video. Check me out Instagram and Twitter, FryMinis. We've got the Patreon up and running. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month. You get all sorts of cool stuff, special exclusive PDFs, private Discord channels, mini and homebrew reviews, painting sessions, cool stuff.
Yeah.
$1 up to $100. And yeah. And, new thing, brand new thing, just started today.
Yeah.
If you go to streamlabs.com/FryMinis, link in the description, I think, you can click there and merchandise.
Yes.
FryMinis merchandise. And it came up with a couple options, but then Julie saw one she really wanted, so we added it.
Yes. It's a loose-fitting racerback tank top. I live for those. I just love having freedom in my arms, but flowy torso area in my tops. I used to wear t-shirts like all the time. Target had a really great Massimo line that I liked. But then I don't know, since living here, I found the freedom of a sleeveless or tank top. It's just,
Yeah.
it's living my best self life and being my best self. Living my best life and being my best self. So it'll have a logo, and I'll be ordering those. There's also going to be patterned yoga pants.
Yeah. So
Can't wait.
yeah.
I hope they're comfortable.
Me too.
Yeah.
I used to have a FryMinis t-shirt,
I don't know what you're talking about.
but something may have happened to it. So it's time to get a new one.
I like to do masks, sheet masks, or some of the gel masks. And Sephora had one that was rubber masks, and they came in these little plastic like paint pots with a little handle and everything. And it was powder, and you added water, and then smeared it on your face, and then it would rubberize over time. I will do. We can do a live stream of merch decisions.
Yeah, we can
honestly.
click through if you want. We can.
I'm in the middle of painting this, but that's to come because I have to figure out how to get the pattern going right. Anyway, you mix up the powder with water and then put it on your face, and it dries and it rubberizes, and it's hilarious. And the kind that I got was on sale because that's my favorite way to shop Sephora, and it was like this peachy skin color. So when it dried, it looked like your face had melted because you had this thin rubberized gross layer on your skin. And so sometimes I like for Eric to participate in the masking as well. We all need good skincare. And so he was wearing his FryMinis t-shirt, and I applied the mask, but it was too thin and runny, and it just got everywhere. It got in his ears, it got in his nose, it got all over his shirt. It still stuck to the bathroom towels.
It was the I like a mask.
Yeah,
Don't
we've
get me
done
wrong.
clay masks.
That was
Sheet
just the-
masks are fine.
Just the worst one
Yeah.
ever.
And he hasn't let me do a mask since.
I would do another paper one.
Sheet mask.
Yeah, sheet mask. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't want to do another mud one for a while.
I get it.
It was bad.
Sorry.
He sips.
You can still paint. Oh.
Yeah.
You can paint. I'll just do merch.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'm waiting for the paint to dry because I need to start doing some dry. This is going to be a super easy. Here, let me switch over. I need to find out why my Stream Deck's not working. So, very, very basic. We just did a contrast paint, snakebite leather. We're waiting for it to dry, and then we're going to do some dry brushing, and then we're going to color in his eye, and like that's it. And then we'll do some basing stuff. But this is theoretically the easiest mini ever.
Meanwhile, I'm on hour 3 of painting this one. Because
Well,
I keep setting it down to chat. Well, I need the, can I have the pen, please?
Yeah.
Also, I do want to shout out Stephen Harris for making a really awesome Fry Mini. It's like a
Yeah.
little mini fry container. It's incredible. I loved it. Nice work.
Yes, thank you.
It made my day.
I did a tweet on it.
Yes!
Well,
We know I didn't lose it. Those masks are the worst. Yeah, I didn't think it would be that bad, but then it was. We'd used one before, and it went okay. This second one was just a no-go. So I did. Target has a lot of masks, like Christmas sets of masks on clearance right now, so I invested in some of those. I got one that I thought was going to be a pack of sheet masks, but it's all like glitter gel masks, the kind that like freeze to your face and tighten, and then you can peel off. Thank you so much. And I tried one of those. It was pink glitter, so it was just like a pink ooze with a whole bunch of glitter in it, and it actually made me break out. So I won't be using that again. And it also really hurt to take off in a way that the others I have like that haven't. So I don't recommend the K-Bella. I think it's like a mask book or magazine or something. It's a 6-pack of glitter masks. Do not recommend.
Do you want this?
It's a little crossover content.
Just build over here. Here, let's go. Let's go. I think this is more of a talking stream than a painting stream.
It always is with me.
Do you help?
Yes, please.
So sometimes paint can get stuck in your paint bottle. Mm-hmm. They make little pushy thingies that I have, but I don't know where it's at. Or you can just use a needle. Although
Unnecessary glitter was fun. I just wish that the mask hadn't hurt. It was nice to look at. But speaking of unnecessary glitter, I've got a little purple glitter mani going on here that I did last night just for the stream so my nails didn't look gross again. Oh no, never mind. That was kind of my thought, but it's fine.
Well,
How's that going?
I don't know. This paint might be dead forever.
Okay, well, he'll just have different little leg warmers.
Can you paint a different part for a minute?
Yeah. I guess.
Here it is.
Oh. Wonderful. I'm going back in with Blackened Steel, which is this dark color that I've got around the edge of the shield and much of his mace. I missed a spot last time, way back kind of in his armpit there with the Blackened Steel. So I'm mostly just doing touch-up to get kind of... I've got the base coat done, doing some touch-ups to get everything looking a little bit better, and then I'll add in some details. Maybe. All right, we'll just throw that one out.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. This is crazy. Well, we're through. Always keep tools handy. You're fine.
Yeah, in theory.
See?
Great.
Try that.
Okay. Yay!
There we go.
Success! This is, you can see probably that it's so old that it's like worn. This might be something that he got in a charity kit thing where you got like that tub of supplies. Rich indigo, which seems true to color. And now I'm going to paint his little leggies. Is anyone painting anything good? Or not good? Anyone painting anything lately?
Painting children?
Sure.
That's a thing.
Yeah, face paint.
No.
Oh.
Full body.
Like
metallics.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Why not?
Golden children.
Yeah.
The golden child.
I believe that all
Eddie
children
Murphy.
are golden. Good as gold.
Yeah. I thought we were honest on the stream.
All right. Well.
Cool. All right. Am I dry? Kind of. All right. So, these handles that we use, sometimes the large ones are too unbalanced to stick with just some putty, which I super don't like. I touched up my Color Hero Forge minis. They turned out great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Some little highlighty bits.
Oh, are those what you showed me?
Yeah.
They looked really good.
I think. I always get confused with different names.
Oh, sorry.
Name tag, like a name versus a handle.
Right. Weezer Girl 2417, etc. Barbarian and Bard are sometimes golden. The Golden Bard.
Is it what?
The Barbarian and Bard are sometimes golden, like children. Children are golden.
I don't get it.
Don't they have golden spells? Like golden shimmers?
No. What do you mean, golden? I'm
You're not
dumb.
good at improv.
Well, I don't, yeah, okay.
No, that's fine.
All right, we're just, in the meantime, I guess we can paint this eyeball.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time going between brushes that are just too big or just too small right now. I can't land on a good one to paint his little foot bracer situation, so that's my current struggle.
I keep getting messages from the dungeon coach.
Oh.
Alan, maybe tune into the stream, brah.
I've taken to referring to my kids by their IR. Yes! Okay, got it. Thank you. He said that in a previous stream about his kiddos being
Gotcha.
playing those classes.
That's clever.
That is, yeah, smarter than I expected.
Here we go.
Or than what I understood him to be saying.
Yeah. So this setup for painting is great with one person. This is just not good with two. It's too... Maybe like if we were across from each other, but that wouldn't work. The boy is 4 and a barbarian. The girl is 7 and a bard.
A 4-year-old barbarian sounds right based on the 4-year-olds I know. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to...
See?
Well, it's difficult because I don't like sitting this close to you.
Yeah.
I don't know you like that.
Yeah. It's hot.
I'm fine temperature-wise.
Well, the heat's kicking on.
Oh, they're playing a fighter and a cleric.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay, finally got you live. Love you too. Thanks, DJ Ghostman.
Thanks!
So, DJ Ghostman, we were talking about inspiration.
Yes.
And with our version of inspiration, it's tiered. You've got bronze, silver, and gold. Reroll your own 20, reroll somebody else's 20, reroll DM's 20. Painting minis. How do you use inspiration?
Yeah.
DJ Ghostman.
I want to know.
The challenge is to you.
The challenge.
Why are you sitting so close?
We're leaving room for Jesus. Don't worry.
We can sit back.
No, because then I can't.
I've been posting your vids on my Facebook page.
Thank you.
Send me a link. I don't really do anything on Facebook. Truthfully, if it wasn't for Instagram being tied to Facebook, I'd probably delete all my Facebook stuff. I used to have, when I started FryMinis, I had a FryMinis Facebook page. But I don't know. I'm just not a big Facebook person.
I would delete mine if I didn't have to use it for work every single day. So.
Let's see.
But we still have TV. I couldn't live without TV.
Yeah, we're not like cool people or anything.
No.
And I did a thing where on Facebook I unfollowed literally everybody except for my parents. So.
Good cover.
I don't know. All right. I've been so close to each other. I was supporting Julie's goof.
Yes. Thank you. Leaving room for Jesus.
Well, if we sat back, we could get further away with the lens. Here, sit back. So this is completely here, face straight on. Welcome to our podcast.
No.
We're here to talk about
French fries.
and tacos. News at 11.
Careful, the roads are slippery today.
You see, so that's why we're up close. Okay, I'm 60. Look, see, I'm already off the screen. Okay, I'm 63 and have been painting for 45 of those.
Wow.
Now, what was the challenge again? The challenge again was how do you use inspiration in your game? Do you use it with the base, you gain advantage on a roll, or do you do something special? 45. So, I started painting, was it 2017?
Sure.
Maybe 2018? No, it wasn't 2017. It was either it's 2018 or 2019. So I'm still new, is my point.
Yes.
Been a GM since I was in my late 20s, 3rd edition, and have been doing mostly homebrew. You forgot to mention your Audible sponsorship. Check out Me Undies.
My Casper mattress and I
Yeah.
love our...
We love to lay on our Casper mattress wearing our Me Undies while we eat our Blue Apron.
Yes, which I actually do like.
Yeah.
Which I had before I've ever listened to a podcast. But don't forget to check out our Squarespace website.
Although FryMinis.com is actually Squarespace.
My
website.
personal website is Squarespace as well.
Depends on the situation. I usually let the players pick. Well, what do you do? What do they pick from? What are their options? Do they just make it up? Because if they make it up, I think they're going to say, okay, everything is a full auto crit.
Yes. That I like.
And we gain inspiration for roll. Every time we roll a d20, we gain an inspiration.
Yes.
There you go.
Eric has been somewhat like one of those things where you mention something kind of out of the blue and you see it 18 times more. I made some chili and then we got a grocery order and got some more ground beef, and he was like, we'll just put it into the chili and then we'll have more chili. It'll be perpetual chili. And so then it came up again for some silly reason. But the idea of perpetual inspiration, of every time you roll, you get more inspiration, I actually really enjoy. That I'm fine with. Fully support.
It's usually to give them a bonus roll.
Oh, nice.
So would that a bonus roll like advantage, or a bonus roll as an extra die to add to the 20?
Yeah, like a D12 to add to the 20, or they get to roll
Brian
a
style.
second 20.
Ooh, this red. All right, brilliant red.
Brag.
Or save it for a reroll on a bad roll. Perpetual chili is the thing. Yeah, I know.
I know!
Yeah, that was the point. But some people haven't heard of everything in the world. Add a die. Okay.
Nice. I know the perpetual chili is a thing. I just wasn't interested in having perpetual chili.
Perpetual soup.
That it's come up again and again. It's just one of those things, you know?
Look at this. Look at this. Focus. Whatever.
Oh, getting blown up?
Getting blown up.
Come on now, Dungeon Coach. Come hang out.
I even texted him.
Oh.
Whatever. Do you see this?
I just want to be close to you.
Yeah. All right. Boom. Okay, I think I'm dry enough. We can do a little dry brushing. So, if you don't know what dry brushing is, it's real cool. It's real fun. You get a little bit of paint that you want to use as kind of like a highlight almost. You put a little bit on your brush, and then you wipe off 90% of it on a paper towel, and then you just go and try to hit the raised edges. And you have to do it while not smearing.
Good luck!
Yeah. All right. Kind of like the idea of perpetual bonus dice that bounces around, going back and forth between players and DM. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so let's say you started the table. At the start of the session, there's a D20. Mm-hmm. And say we just pick a random player or whatever to start with it.
Sure.
They can roll it to add it to their roll, and then it goes to the DM. And then the DM can roll it, and then it goes to another player. And bounces around like that.
Like popcorn reading.
Yeah. So the more the players use it, the more the DM can use it.
Sure.
I think that's a pretty cool idea, too.
That is cool.
I'm just waiting on my mini to dry from the wash. Exactly. So I can do the highlight on the protruding flesh and bone spike.
Yikes.
Oh. It sounds like a gross mini.
It does. I don't like the gross ones. Spooky is okay, but gross I don't.
All right, so we're using the contrast snakebite leather, and now we're going to... I haven't used this one before. This is a new one for me. Rattlesnake leather from Reaper.
Oh, I think I've used that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Looks like. Oh, come on. I hate it when the paint gets stuck. Mwahaha. There we go. Pro tip, dry brush using a makeup brush. Nice shallow bristles designed for even coverage. Yeah, I usually stick with one of the fancy ones. But makeup brush is very popular.
Okay. That's like me saying paint with mini paint. Like paint with your mini color. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck is a makeup brush?
It's the fat one. It's the one
Like
that
a
looks
powder-
like a man badger tail.
Oh, got it. So like a powder brush.
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna
a
turn this
kabuki.
heat down real quick. I'll be right back.
I can get it.
Oh, okay.
I'll get it.
We've got the Nest stuff, and sometimes it just cranks up to bananas temperatures out of nowhere. Usually, it's 99% of the time, it's awesome. Okay, so dry brushing. We got our mini. We got a little bit of paint. Fresh napkin. Put just a little dab, blop, blop, blop. And then you get rid, and I'm not joking when I say you get rid of 90% of the paint on there. I have a lot of insanity rolls and corruption rolls if players go against their player alignment. Now that is a spicy take. That's a hot take. A lot of people are trying to get rid of alignment altogether. Because it's like, I get it, right? So you pick your alignment at the start of the game, but you don't really know how your character is going to go. So then you're forever bound to that. I don't know. Maybe you can change it. Maybe you got some flexibility there. Insanity rolls and corruption rolls if players go against their alignment.
Oh.
I feel like people have not a great grasp on their alignment, and so that might be a challenge.
Yeah, that would be tough.
All right, so dry brushing. We've wiped off most of the brush, and now powder brush or small one that I assume for eyebrow stuff. Powder is great for terrain dry brushing. Yes, powder. Yeah.
For eyebrow stuff.
All right, so we're going to do a couple of these, but I don't know if you are able to see it at all. We've already brought out those edge highlights.
Everyone plays CN anyway.
Chaotic neutral.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a different problem.
Eyebrow stuff would either be an angled short brush that looks like an eyebrow hair, or it would be a spoolie, which looks like a mascara wand. But that's fine. I know this isn't a makeup channel and I don't want it to be.
No, it's not.
If you're going to tell me it's a makeup brush, I'm going to have follow-up questions. It's like saying it's a kitchen tool.
Everybody knows what a makeup brush is.
Stephen Harris doesn't. No offense, Stephen Harris.
All right, so we've
The former.
this
Oh,
rat
Eyebrow. Got it.
this rattlesnake leather is a little greenish, a little bit. It's definitely unexpected, but it's okay. A lot of times you want to dry brush with multiple colors to go a little bit lighter. So when we do ginger cookie next, I think that'll be a little more pronounced.
It's looking good. Those red eyes are really nice.
Red eye.
Sorry, that red eye is really nice. I guess.
All right.
That is like baby poop, that color.
I know, right?
Yeah. But it doesn't look that way on the mini. The mini looks great.
That greenish color that turned, it's just so weird.
Oh, yeah. That is kind of a forest green.
All right. Ginger cookie. Same thing. So we're filling up the brush a little bit and getting rid of most of it. So this one we should be able to see it a little bit more.
Baby poo is a broad spectrum of colors. All right, Stephen Harris. Well played. Well played.
Yeah, so this is definitely giving us that dustier look. The thing I hate about dry brushing is you waste 90% of the paint. Dennis McIntyre, friend, if you want. You can never have enough like-minded friends.
Thanks.
Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't really do anything on Facebook.
I only work on Facebook. But thank you.
Yeah, thank you. But I will absolutely check out those posts.
Yes. I have mixed some of my steel color with one of the browns I was using just to add some dimension to the handle on this thing's flail / mace.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, I don't like... We've talked before, and I've jokingly criticized Eric before for having a clown factory that exploded or a rainbow that threw up on his minis. I don't like to have a bunch of different colors, but I also... I mean, I don't want it to feel too matchy-matchy either, so it's kind of a balance. And mixing two tones of colors that I already have can add some dimension, but still be in the same color family and thus not look crazy.
All right, we're going to add some beige as one more dry brush highlight.
I am... This is really coming along. I'm just seeing all the spots that need touching up.
When my mini is finished from your stream today, I will post it. Please
Yeah.
do. All right.
Look forward to seeing it. All right. I think I need to do just touch up on his fur color now. And then we should be in good shape.
I've seen your Instagram page. It's cray. That's where I started. FryMinis on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks. That's my biggest... I have the very hard time getting people to come over from Instagram to YouTube. I've got just like almost like 1,900 or something over there.
Yeah.
But we still haven't quite hit 300 on YouTube. But we'll get there. My goal is to hit 400 by the end of January.
Sure.
Is there a way to post pic on your tube? Not yet. So once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to have a community page.
Oh, cool.
Where we can do posts and things like that. But we got to get to 1,000.
Working on it.
Oof, too much.
It's okay. I just got too much paint out.
Please do.
Thanks. All right. I'm still alternating between a brush that's maybe a little bit too small and a brush that's maybe a little bit too big, and meeting in the middle has been helpful. Just keeping two going. Picking a palette can really help with that. My Night Sky Griffin was 6 bottled colors, counting the dot of gold in the eyes. Wow, that's great to be able to add as much dimension as you had on that. That's a great tip. Thank you.
Yeah. I was really hoping to stick to just a couple with this guy, but
Well,
I am not good at keeping it tight like that.
that's okay. And sometimes you need to course correct anyway. Thanks for thinking of it, DJ.
Oh, yes, I appreciate the consideration. But either way, hop on Discord. If you have Discord, I've got a link. And you can hang out, come chat.
Yeah.
That goes for anybody. Check it out. I'm not... Discord's not big enough, I guess, to have a discord.com/FryMinis or anything like
Like
that.
a vanity URL.
Yeah. If you go to streamlabs.com/FryMinis, there's a link to the Discord there. Wow. The funds are low.
I get it. I have not heard that.
All right, so I think we are very sandy looking now.
Remind me, what is he made out of?
The statue.
But like,
I don't know, the stones.
or the makeup brush thing again.
like a desert statue.
Okay.
So I'm gonna still do a wash on this, which will bring back our shadows. That's why I was going a little heavy on the brush.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh, just that. I just feel like you probably do know what types of stones, like the ancient pyramids, are made out of.
Well, let's go with sandstone then.
Okay. One of the cool things about being in a relationship with a person for an eternity and also living and working from the same space all the time and not going out is that you learn a lot of quirks. And Eric has many, many deep trenches of knowledge that feel unnecessary. The other day I jokingly asked him how many moons Saturn has, and he gave me a longer answer than I ever would have wanted. So what type of stone statues are made of in whatever place or time period, especially the famous ones, it wouldn't surprise me if Eric knew.
That's true.
That's all I meant.
All right.
I mean, if you have bottles with various successive shades for dry brushing or highlighting, definitely easier. Yeah. That's the problem. Eric has so many paints that it's tough to figure out like exactly which tone works. It's not like they came in or maybe they did come in like a palette that would have all the colors together. But he's got them organized by like color and then by number on the paint, which is a smart way to do it and makes it easy to organize, but it doesn't.
I know there's no great way to do it. If I do it just like with the eyeball, like the spectrum, then I'm always going to be moving them around.
Yes.
I'll never be like, today I feel like this one should really be here. And that way, if I'm like, do I have that one? I don't know. But with number order,
Yeah.
I can just, I've got 29507.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to do something a little risky because I want to bring out his red again. So I'm going to do red wash.
Oh.
Enhance the eyeball.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing that.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, so we're just using a little Army Painter red tone. Cross your fingers. I'm not sure about this one. Would make that after I've already messed up.
Oh, I was holding my breath for you.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Okay, I think this is going to look good.
Good.
And we're just using a cheap old crummy brush for this. So what using that wash on top of the dry brush does is it smooths it out a little bit and brings back the shadows so the extreme of the dry brushing gets toned down. There's a line about wash being talent in a bottle, and I'm not going to disagree with that.
Steven says the next project should be a Pantone paint rack.
Yes.
That's the dream.
Pantone color of the day?
Yes.
Of the year.
It's of the year.
We are both, Julie more than me, are color people. So we like to know color stuff.
Yeah. And working in more creative fields, they're necessary. And it's just interesting to see what colors are the color of the year. This year, it's a lemony yellow and a cool gray that kind of go together. So
That sounds like a good combo.
it is a good combo, and lemons are really having a moment. So
Liz?
it feels on trend. I wish. This is her year.
That sounds a lot.
Laundry list. Yeah. That's a good one.
Sometimes I don't like, it's not a big deal, but I don't like it when people can see in progress. I want to be able to like, wait, hold on.
Sure.
It's going to look good when it's done.
I think that's been helpful for me, like when you used to, before streaming and having so much on Instagram, seeing an in-process mini was something you didn't like me to do, and I completely understand why.
There we go. Look at that. I think this turned out.
Yeah! The red added a lot. It looks less like green and kind of dirty now. It just looks worn.
Yeah, so we'll just touch up that golden eye. Or the red eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it caught on that golden stuff.
It's part of the fun.
Going a little bit more into those teeth.
All right, I think I've got this mostly done. So now it's just the detail work, which I'm pretty excited about.
What do you mean detail work?
His face, the ground, and then washes.
Yeah.
Ah, crap.
What?
I missed a spot in his handle there, and it's just so frustrating when you look at something so close and still miss details.
Anybody else ever paint what they feel they've got? Okay, we're all base coated, everything's done.
Yeah.
And then you spin it around. Oh no.
And I've looked at this 100 ways.
Yeah.
And that was a mix of paint. That's now dried up, of course.
Yeah, of course. That's why we should use wet palettes instead of these cups.
Well.
But do you two play Warcraft? So I've never played Warcraft. We used to play World of Warcraft. Mm-hmm. Do you help? I saw you sticking your
no, I'm fine. Thank you.
paintbrush in.
Well, because I just needed a little bit. I didn't want that much. And also, this is the
neither.
wrong color anyway.
Okay. Colored washes are a secret tech level of talent in a bottle.
Yes.
So we used to play World of Warcraft.
Uh-huh.
I played at launch, so vanilla. And then I played all the way through the end of Wrath of the Lich King. So Ulduar was the last thing I did. And then we came back near the end of Pandaria. And we played for a little bit. But we were just in a different space.
Yeah.
By then. But we played a lot of Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
That was fun. You ever play Elder Scrolls Online? I'm very excited for the next Elder Scrolls. Hammerfall or whatever it's going to be called.
Part of who I am as a person, and I like to play D&D for the social aspect, as we've talked about before, and so like making decisions like like character tree or whatever in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I don't have, I'm sorry, what is it?
Talents.
I don't have the time, effort, energy, or desire to look up the best way to do that, the way I'm supposed to do that. So for a while I was just choosing at random, like, oh, that sounds fun. And that's a perfectly fine way to play. That's no problem at all, obviously. But then it also just felt wrong, like I was doing it wrong. So having Eric make all those decisions for me is just the way that our relationship works. He's good at a lot of things. I'm good at a lot of things. I don't need to compete with him and vice versa. Like, oh, you're good at that? Done. Now I don't have to think about it. There's more room in my brain for other things, like nieces and nephews' birthdays.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know.
Got one coming up.
As I've reminded him.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, I don't like those types of games unless I'm playing with Eric. And he's got not enough time to be doing that now.
Yeah. I know. I wish I had more time. That displacer that looked like meat currently looks much better thanks to blue. Yeah. Wash on top and black underneath.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's contrast paints and washes. Honestly, sometimes I feel like it's cheating when we use those. Mm-hmm. But I don't actually think it's cheating. That's a tool. We're using it.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider anybody else to be cheating if they used it.
Yeah.
Of course. So it's, but yeah.
Casual is best. Chill and kill. Uh-huh.
I agree, but yeah. I also think
You need a base.
I've talked before, I really love the Fable game series for Xbox because it was an open world, but it was also a linear game. So you could go explore and play. You didn't have to, it wasn't Super Mario World 3, but it was more narrow and confined, and I felt more accomplished playing those games than I would ever feel in WoW, especially when Eric and I were playing and he wanted that blue, was it a crow mount that you wanted?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted that mount so bad.
From Sethic Halls.
Anyway, we ran it a whole bunch, and Eric had been playing longer, so we obviously decided that if and when we got it, he would get the first mount. And then we played a little while longer, and I never got it.
Yeah, because when it was new, I ran it 1,000 times. I just never had luck doing it. But once it was like Pandaria time, you could go back and solo it basically.
Yeah, it was just the two of us doing it.
Yeah, so we would just go through and just do it every day.
Yeah.
Your choices change the identity of your character. Yeah, in Fable, yeah.
Yes. I loved that game. It was the first game that I ever played. I don't know that Eric ever even played through them. So it was the first video game that I had ever played. I had an NES growing up, but that certainly wasn't a storytelling game, and I didn't play Zelda. So Dr. Mario was my game on NES. So yeah, Fable 2 was the first game that I played by myself, understood the joy of an adventure and character development and video games, because Eric and I were living together at that time, so there was an Xbox at my disposal, and yeah, that's the first game I fell in love with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Halo, we used to play, but I'm not good at it, and it doesn't feel good to just lose all the time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a sandy base for this guy. So I've just glued him to one of the Reaper bases. I like the Reaper bases more than the WizKids bases. They're a little elevated and it feels nice. I usually use the WizKids flat ones for things that like peasants or terrain or something. I like the heroes and the monsters to just be elevated a little bit. So we're going to use huge minis, desert, for some basing on there. And then we're going to cover that in some sand.
Bum-ba-lam.
From Michaels. From Michaels. Huge minis, awesome. Some of my favorite basing materials. If I had huge minis sand, I would use it.
Yeah.
But I've got a link for 15% off. It's code REF2UR. If you use that at hugeminis.com, you get 10% off your order. And I get a little bit of a kickback on there. Store credit kind of thing. And then if I had huge mini sand, I'd use it. But this, Michael's, this is like at 99 cents or something.
Gotta use those coops.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. That's when it came to video aspect. Yeah, so Baldur's Gate 1. That was what started me with D&D stuff. That was my original thing. I first saw it. The first time I saw the game, I was a young teen, maybe. Oh, it was 99, right? 97? 97. So I was like 13. No, 11.
Yeah.
11. And my dad took me over to one of his buddies and showed me the game. And I was like, oh my God. And I remember they were out where you get Kelvan, the ranger, or the archer guy. And he was killing gnolls and taking their halberds. That's what I remember. That was my very first time. WizKids bases are the only real... And then Baldur's Gate 2 is awesome. I'm excited for Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes, he is.
WizKids bases are the only real bad thing about their lines. Yeah. And even then, I don't think they're bad. I just don't... That's not my style. I don't like them.
So yeah, that's the worst thing about their line, which says something because their whole line is great.
Sure.
But, yeah.
Yes. By the way, I do make my own train. Train's cool. We don't use it a lot.
No.
Because we play on a TV laid out on the table. So we use the maps and things there. But terrain is definitely long term, that's one of my expansion opportunities with FryMini stuff is to do terrain. In the meantime, I just watched Black Magic Craft. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm trying to make a PC. I'm trying to get one, but everything's so crazy hard to get right now. Like GPUs. I want to get a 3080, if people know what that means. I barely do, yeah. But they're just impossible to track down.
I'm doing my terrain right now with a mix of colors because I accidentally squeezed out a bunch of the wrong metallic that wasn't well mixed. So it's really just kind of a bluish base. So doing that. That's where I'm at. Figure since I'm the only one painting, I'll use this area now.
Sure. All right. Well, I was waiting to the super glue to dry.
Sure.
Here, let me switch over then. There we go. Okay, so 98. Yeah, and so the Siege of Dragonspear. So the Beamdog stuff, I think their company had a different name when they started it, and then they switched it to Beamdog. Or flipped around. It's cool, and I was really happy that they did those enhanced editions, but I don't know, I just never really felt it. I tried it on the iPad, I tried it on the computer. I couldn't get behind it. I don't know what it was. It was a mental block or something. Can you lean back a little bit? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. My Skinny Mini stuff turned up the other day. The scattered terrain rocks and trees in that are prettier than I expected. Skinny Mini. I don't know Skinny Mini. Let's add it to the notes. Look it up. Skinny Mini. Okay. I'm going to do some mud. Some desert mud.
Cool.
Anything else you want to do here real quick?
Nope.
Okay. Let's switch back. Where's my little spatula? All right, so we're going to take some huge minis, desert basing material. And we've got our guy here. And this is going to shock you. We're just going to lay it out.
Slather it.
Slather it. You can stir it up a little bit. I really like this paste. Dungeon in a Box paper terrain, right? He's asking.
Yeah, Steven.
Yeah. So one thing to do with paste, it's really, really easy to do too much. But you don't need to have like an inch thick of it unless you're trying to cover up a valley or something.
Clear acrylic flat minis with character of terrain images on them.
Oh, okay.
Character or terrain, I guess. We had some of those, or something like it.
Yeah,
handed out at a
Arknight.
I wasn't sure you'd remember.
Yeah, at a convention. So Arknight makes at least characters and monsters, and I don't know if they're in Texas.
Oh.
But they would always come to like Reaper Con and other local conventions and give everybody like one or two for free.
They had some cool ones. There was a Dragonborn that I got that I remember.
Yeah. No, they're definitely neat.
They're not how we play.
Yeah. Just like the Pathfinder, they use like cardboard.
Oh.
Like little cardboard stands. Those are really cool. And I like that you can, with those or the acrylics, travel easy with them. You can take 1,000 with you and it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But I'll take a traditional mini over one of those.
Yeah.
Generally. Good to know. So I am not good at applying this.
I've liked the ones that you've done. I mean...
Yeah, I just always struggle to do it.
Sure.
And that's with any paste I've worked with. Because I've used other things other than huge minis in the past.
Yeah, it's a different kind of technique. It's so different from painting.
Yeah.
And you don't do it as often as you do painting. So...
Yeah. All right. Now the hard part. In between the business.
All right.
Creature caster minis are insane. Yeah, they get really big too, right?
All right. I'm going to do a dark wash on this guy and then dot the eyes with the Stephen Harris technique, and then I will call it done. I think I might... No, honestly, I'm just kind of tired of looking at it. So finished is better than perfect. Perfect
Now,
is the enemy of good.
Are you going to do one wash for all of it?
I was going to, but maybe not.
No, you can. But you might do like a blue wash on the skin or a purple wash on the skin. I think would be a little more effective.
Okay.
And then do maybe a black wash on the pants and then brown wash on the feet.
Okay. I noticed one spot of bright white on his purple kilt here that I wanted to fix.
Insta post of my current Kickstarter haul, Dungeon Laser Terrain Skinny May stuff. Hero Forge. I will head over afterwards. All right. So we are going to open up this. We're going to use the cap as the as like a catcher, and then just with our fingers, we're just going to grab some dust or some sand stuff and sprinkle it out. Now a little bit's going to get on the mini, and that's okay. It gives it like keeps the whole sand thing going. You don't want to get a ton on there, but. And I'm not trying to get this totally sand covered. It's a sand effect, I guess. So just pinching it out, sprinkling it over. And because it's the paste, it is still wet, it should stick pretty well. Give it a little tap. Sprinkle back in as careful as you can. And focus. Focus. Oh, we got the auto manual focus on. Well, this guy looks pretty cool. I think he's going to be a good Instagram post. I'm happy with how the red wash on there helped out. I think it was really important. And sometimes I also think about doing a wash on the ground once it dries all the way to bring in a little more depth. Because right now it's just kind of sandy, right? I don't know. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Face. Cool. So you're doing multiple colors.
I am. I'm going to do purple tone, blue tone from the Army Painter Quick Shade wash line. And then I'm going to try a sepia wash on the shield and the terrain. And I'm not sure. I might do a black wash on the mace.
All right. Here, you can take the full screen. You want me to zoom in on it?
No.
Okay.
Just grabbing the black wash.
Sure.
The pressure.
Yeah, let's see when you move it because the camera's crooked.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
It was just a...
I know, I reset it for you.
I didn't notice. Oh, right.
So this is your first time using multiple washes, I think.
It is. I feel definitely fine.
Plague Aberration model is what I'm painting now. There's an image of it on Amazon. I'll have to take a look.
So you suggested purple wash for his fur?
Skin, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, up to you.
When you do a wash, you don't water it down at all? You just put it in and slather it?
Correct. Here, these two are dry in the end.
That's all right. This is dry. It's just...
Yeah, so I'm not too... I don't know. It's okay if I reuse a paint cup if it's dry.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine with that. I just had crusties in that, and I didn't want chunks in my wash.
Just talking about it.
Oh.
So anybody have any ideas on how we can get some more subscribers? We need to get up to 300. I'm sad to say, for the first time ever, I noticed we dropped one. We were at $2.99 this morning, and right before we started this, we were at $2.98.
There's been a lot of talk on the internet lately about losing followers, but I know our issue wasn't related to the ones on Twitter, and that's what's important.
Yep.
Good. All right. Purple wash on blue fur. Ooh.
What?
It's intense.
Can you get on the camera?
I went on a little heavy, so.
It's okay. You can move it around.
I am.
Here you go. Move up a little bit. There you go. Look at that. Full screen.
Oh. All right. So it's a little heavy over here. I'm going to thin that out. I move around a lot.
I know. Is that the spiky gorilla-looking thing lemonade stand? If so, it looks rad as hell. What kind of scheme? I'm sorry if that purple was a little stronger than...
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I didn't have to listen.
Well, and you can still take a lot of it away.
I'm working on it. I like the way it's looking.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's different.
It is different.
Many mishaps games. Lemonade. What is lemonade stand? I don't know. I mean, I like lemonade.
I'm drinking limeade.
Oh. Okay.
Which is close.
Wait, where's the post at? Well, I've been blowing up my Facebook page for you. Thank you.
Thanks.
So I can do all I can. Hell, I'll make an account for my New Year 1-year-old baby and my 2 boys.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah. Lemonade stand as a sub idea. You can also wet your brush with the water. It's really strong.
Yeah.
Flesh with a dull gray death wash over the bones. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
I usually tend to do a warmer look on the bones, but gray is good too.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this guy.
He looks really good.
I was nervous there for a minute.
Been there.
Yeah.
I know that we're on a stream, but I feel great about everybody just sitting watching me.
Oh, well, okay. Over here.
Oh, no, this is fine.
No.
Just you weren't talking about anything anymore.
All right. So try to keep it on the camera then. So, let's talk about D&D gossip.
Hot goss.
November 12th, a new book allegedly will be announced.
November 21?
I'm sorry, not November.
Okay.
January 12th. New book. I don't know. I think I like the idea. I saw something where it's talking about like past January or March releases just announced in January. And like a source book makes sense. Like a story book, adventure book. I like the idea of it being, and this I didn't create this idea, about it being kind of like how Ghosts of Saltmarsh are a bunch of stories that are loosely connected, and what's the one with White Plume Mountain? Whatever. Yeah, November would be a long wait. I'm looking. Whatever. Tales of the Yawning Portal. Tales of the Yawning Portal is another, just a set of adventures, but with the idea of it being... Your head keeps taking the focus.
Sorry.
Stories in different universes, different settings. I think it would be a really cool... That way you can see a little bit of like Greyhawk or whatever. I think that'd be kind of cool. What would y'all like to see there? I get a little demented when it comes to what I'm going to put my players through. I have gothic fantasy vibes. That's cool. November would be a long time. Yeah. Anthology book is there. Yep. I'm giving the most credence in the absolutely. Like I said, not my idea, but it's the one I think is most likely and the one I would most like to see. Time and space. Yeah. You get a little bit of Spelljammer in there. That's why you can just come up with something where like, oh, like to loosely tie all the stories together. Just a plain hopper kind of thing. I think it would be nice.
I'm moving on to blue wash on his kilt. Ooh.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. It adds a lot of dimension to the color. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
So, Tales of the Yawning Portal and Saltmarsh, those are some of my favorite books because you can just take those adventures out of them and just run them as is, or tie them into a homebrew campaign or game really easily. I think that'll be fun. White Plume Mountain is one of my favorite modules of all time. I've ran it. Oh, as DM, I think I've ran it like once or twice. But as a player, I've played it like a dozen times. We used to do it a lot at AL in Adventures League at the nearby store. And it's a lot of fun. You have a lot of traps. Now, if you've played through it a bunch of times, let's sit back and let somebody else figure out the traps, somebody who's new, because you don't want to, like, that's the whole point, is the cleverness of it, so you don't want to spoil it.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I don't know. What's your favorite book? Anybody? I think I've never done anything with Descent into Avernus. That's something I'd like to do. I'd like to play Descent into Avernus sometime. I'm also waiting for more Baldur's Gate books. I'm surprised that they only did, because like we had multiple Waterdeep books. I'm hoping we get more Baldur's Gate books someday. Looper vibe bounty hunting play from the D&D realm from a future, but when the future bounty hunter get to the D&D realm, his weapons only have one use and that's it. Yeah, well, I mean, we've got rules for for laser guns. The Dark Elf Drit series. Oh, there you go. So I have read a D&D, actually like a book, like a novel. I haven't read many. And I've read bits and pieces of others, but I remember I was like a teenager. I don't remember the specific book, but it was about Kalimvor and Cyric and a woman that I don't remember the name of, but they were humans. It was before they became gods. And it was, I think it was about Cyric's ascension, basically. It was really cool. And when I then later got into actual D&D and realized that Kalimvor was a god, I was so confused. Because I thought he was just like a hero kind of guy. And then I remember at the end of it, Ao, who's like the god of gods, said something, and then somebody told him to do something. And then like that was the stinger of the book of like, who's telling the god of gods something. Great book. Do you remember what it is? I'd love to know. The kids ran through Lost Laboratory of Qualish, nothing like hearing a 7-year-old exclaim that taking people's faces is mean and you shouldn't do it unless they say so.
That's a good point.
That's a great point. General life tip.
Yes.
D&D, real life, any scenario. Cyric was a dick. Yeah. If you can remember the name, if you can remember the name of that book, I would be very happy to hear that.
I did a sepia wash on the shield, and I don't like it, so I'm watering it down a bit.
Yeah, the Reaper washes tend to be pretty heavy.
Yep. I could see in the pan that it looked heavy, but
no, you're doing exactly what you should do. Just wipe it down with some water. And remember, worst case, if you mess up with a wash, paint over it.
Oh, and obviously I've been not in a rush to get this painted, so if it ends up that I don't like it,
yeah,
not a big deal.
Because you're trying to finish this today, right?
I am.
Okay.
I know we're running a little long here.
Well.
No, I appreciate it. I just...
Oh, don't worry about looking up. Just if you knew it, that'd be cool, but don't spend any time on it. If you want to spend time on something, spend time leaving a review on DM's Guild for FryMinis.
Very well done, Eric.
Thank you. I'm kind of a pro.
Yeah. All right, that looks much better.
Yes.
It still looks dirty and dingy, but not
Yeah.
like...
And gnolls are like the nastiest thing. Super dirty, super gross. They kind of erupt out of hyenas or something.
Well, if I'd known that, I would have given him more matte fur.
Well, we can sprinkle sand on him.
No! He just bathed. He's a city gnoll.
No, not in 5th edition. In 5th edition...
I'm not bound by rules.
You are bound by rules.
Okay, go ahead.
They're objectively evil. They're functionally fiends. There have been other versions where gnolls are kind of in between.
Yeah.
But in 5e, they're just pure evil.
Well...
Shadow Veil, is that the book? I have no clue. I remember them, they were like in an inn at some point, and they were running, and they were trying to get their weapons.
Wow. Yeah, that's unique. You're not going to find that in every D&D
No,
story.
I know, yeah.
Learning from how thickly the sepia went on before I do my black wash on all of his Metal Gear Solid, I'm going to water it down quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you using the new black or the
I
new
just
one?
grabbed.
Okay. And you just put a color. Don't worry about it. He's a luxurious, glossy-coated cannibal doggy boy.
Yeah! You get it!
Yeah, okay. So like, you can always have something, and that's like D&D, right? Maybe somebody used a wish to do, like, awaken functionally on a gnoll. So you can always have one-offs like that. Mm-hmm. But as a whole, unlike gnolls, where gnolls are humanoids and they're...
Wait, this is a gnoll.
I'm sorry, orcs.
Okay.
Unlike orcs, which are like thinking creatures a little more. And that's why they've been reworked to be not like inherently evil. Gnolls in 5th edition are. But they've also lost their, like, they're not just a person. It's a monster.
This, I believe I watered down too much.
Yeah, careful with your sleeve.
Thanks.
In the first part of the book, the adventurers Kellenvor, Lionsbane, Midnight, that sounds right, Eidolon, I remember Eidolon, are presented as they join in the party to rescue a lady who's actually the goddess Maestra. Yeah, I thought might be it. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I don't even have the book anymore.
All right, just picking up some of the extra black wash that I had.
Did you shake it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. It didn't.
Did anybody pick up any of that merch? That sweet, sweet, brand new merch?
Hold out for the yoga pants.
Hold out for the yoga vans. There's a backpack. There's all sorts of stuff. There's even a bikini. I haven't enabled it. I've only enabled a couple things.
No.
But a bikini. It's so funny.
Weird merch. Yeah. May I please have the black pen?
Yeah. That 0.5. Nope.
His eyes are teeny enough. I think the 0.5 might actually work.
Yeah, I got it. Here you go. 0.005.
Thank you. All right. Gonna get up any extra.
All right, here. Let's switch back while you do the eyes because I want to give you maximum pressure.
Thank you so much.
All right, so you're perfect. You're right in the middle. Did you give him the whites?
He doesn't have any. He's like a dog.
Okay. Do you think you'll be able to see the black on that dark of a
No,
blue?
but that's part of my plan.
Okay. Go for it. Everybody, cross your fingers, please. If you can, in the chat, give Julie some best wishes here. Give her some praise. She needs it.
Pray
This
for
is
Mojo.
tough.
Okay.
I don't know that even colored anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Good old micron pen, yep. Mini mishaps. Our homebrew universe has at its core that all creatures range of good to evil, and we love subverting expectation. Lich of the Light, corrupted angel, and there's a Gnoll that is a butler. Yeah, and so that's cool. I absolutely 100% support doing homebrew stuff like that. We were just talking about like the rules is written kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that Lich of the Light though, because to achieve lichdom, there's like specific rules or actions you have to take, including explicitly evil. Literally becoming a lich is classified as an act of evil. And you have to sacrifice souls, stuff like that. So I'd love to hear your lichdom rules.
I decided I want his nose to be a little darker, so I'm giving him the hair color on his nose, just a thin coat of it, so that he's got a little bit of a muzzle. The end.
Oh, he looks great. Can everybody agree? Did you want to do his toenails?
Yes!
Do you want red?
Yes.
I've got some.
Yes.
Got a darker and a brighter.
This reminds me of Dutch tulips from OPI, which is you can't quite tell if it's pink or red when you paint it.
That's what it looks like.
And this is a little bit more, I'm not really a waitress. That's one of their colors.
Oh. Perhaps a light lich accepts willing sacrifices. Would you accept willing sacrifices, though, as a good act?
I am not
I don't know.
one to comment on that.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to use my teeniest, tiniest little brush. 12 strokes per toenail.
It does look badass. Julie's done a great job with this.
Thank you. Thank you. It took me long enough.
Try to move up a little bit, please.
Then my head gets in the way. It's a whole thing. I appreciate the direction. I do. Oh.
It's okay. You can paint over the ground.
Not with my custom blend.
Our camera is mounted on a light ring, which is mounted on the ceiling. And so I can angle it a little bit, but not too much. So it's real easy for us to move out of the range of the camera.
Camera?
Well, yeah, I would argue, yeah, but I don't know whether you're still... I don't know. We're in some murky territory here. So, new book.
Yes.
I'm eager to check it out because a new book usually means new minis.
There it is.
New pre-painted minis, new inspirations, new character options. Even if it's just a story adventure, there's almost always something, even if it's just new magic items. So, I look forward to that. Moral quandaries. Which is the higher judge? Life, intent, or free will? I don't know. So I like minis with painted toenails. I think it's fun.
Yeah, and again, he's a city Gnoll, so he just got his nails did, and then he's going to go on a rampage.
Sounds like a city Gnoll. The sacrifice of souls is the burst of dark energy that doubles back the living creature's life force into the nearly sustainable reverse or unlife. Any energy can do the same if sufficient. Okay. You win.
Yeah, I can see that working at... It depends on what you work out with your players.
Now, would you let a player become a lich? That's a big question. I feel like that's kind of a... I think I just saw a video on this.
There we go.
It might have been a WebDM video. It's like an end game.
You mean WebMD?
No. Like a end game development for a character. Like they work the whole game becoming a lich, maybe unlocking new lich abilities as they go.
Pre-massacre Manny Petty. I love him.
All right.
Next stop, eyelashes.
Yeah. No, I think you did an awesome job. This is definitely your best one yet.
I appreciate it. I'm tired of looking at it.
Very detailed. And the eyes did work. They're black. You can see them.
Yeah, it's just been almost. I think that honestly, it's a little bit of a cheat, but it's mostly just when a dog has such like a deep set eye and like a furrowed brow, all you see is that darkness, and that kind of makes it scarier. And he's clearly ready for a fight with his pre-massacre mani-pedi.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the flail going.
Does this Gnoll have a name?
Not yet.
Okay. Anybody have any Gnoll name recommendations for Julie to consider? We will not making the decision today.
I'm not. Thank you for all the compliments. You don't need to cheer me on, but I appreciate it. I look forward to coming back next time we paint something with something that isn't this mini.
It did take you a little while.
It took me a long time, and I haven't been in the mood to paint lately. We've been having so much fun and looking at things for, like, video series for Eric to keep doing, finally on our homebrew that I'm so excited about.
Yes.
His homebrew that I got to play in our homebrew campaign. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Sonic.
Yeah.
Because he's blue.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I really like the way that yours turned out.
Thank you.
I think the basing effect looks really good, too.
Yeah.
Nice and, like, he looks like he's in a fight because it's not smooth, perfect sand. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
And once it fully dries, I'll clean up around the rim here.
Oh, sure.
Nash. Awesome. All right. Well, here's my last one for the stream. Let me click back over. I bet most of you already are, but if you're not, please subscribe to FryMinis here on YouTube. I think that's one of the most important things we can do right now for the channel. And share the videos, tell people, whatever you can. We're trying to get our numbers up. Once we get 1,000 people, we unlock so many other things. The community tab, monetization, lots of fun stuff. So please help us with subscriptions. Of course, Instagram and Twitter. And now we're on Patreon, patreon.com/FryMinis. Become a patron for as little as $1. Get all sorts of cool stuff. Check us out on our Discord. You can come talk to us. We're still getting that channel or the server up and running over there. So you'll be in cool places.
If you join our Discord, you can weigh in on why Paris Hilton is an excellent inspiration for a character.
True. All right, everybody. Thank you for the sub.
Thanks, Dennis.
Appreciate it. We should get a notification. Oh yeah, and hit the thank you.
Oh.
Hit the alert bell. That way the notification bell. Where's my ding dong? We should get a ding dong here.
Well, it hasn't come through on our...
Yeah, well, that was still saying $2.99 because I said it right before. Well, either way, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, thank you. Make sure, we'll see you next time.